Hello, hello! Welcome on back to an episode of Human Resource Machine. In this episode, we are going to go on the right-hand branch. By the way, I noticed this in between last episode and this episode. Apparently these are numbered properly. Like, these are actually numbered by, I guess, year numbers, if you will. Apparently going to the right gives you year 7, and then to the left is 8. And I'm going to assume this is 9, and this is 10. Then I'm going to assume the sub-hallway one's 11, then 12, and then this probably goes back to 13, up to 14, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to imagine that is what it was intended. Maybe for you to go through this, but, nah. Better more fun this way. Anywho, zero Exterminator. I'm going to assume we get rid of zeros. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Coffee break? Because that's how long it took me for my first one. Or 10 years. Another coffee break. I have been over here from your other boss that says, from this point on, your performance will be evaluated with extra scrutiny. Ah. What a treat. Optimization challenges. 4 of your commands complete in 23 or fewer steps. Send all things that are not 0 to the outbox. Okay. You got a new command, jumps only if the value are holding 0. Inbox, outbox, jump. Okay, so we grab something from the inbox. If it's 0, grab something from the inbox. If it's not 0, send it to the outbox and then go back to the top. Okay. We're doing quite nicely. Oh, and we met the size and speed challenge. Good, good. The Zero Preservation Initiative. Well, first we had to exterminate the zeros, now we gotta keep them, apparently. It has come to our attention that the Zero Advocacy community felt the previous assignment was not inclusive. This time send only the zeros to the outbox. What happens to the other numbers and letters? Management leaves that to DOT. We're just gonna throw them on the floor and have them be destroyed automatically because magic. Send only the zeros to the outbox. Okay, so let's see. If it's inbox, we grab the inbox, jump to 0. If it is, go to the outbox. Otherwise, we need to go back to the inbox. We need another jump here to go back up. If we don't do this, then whenever we hit a 0, it'll do the outbox command and it will stop running because apparently this does not automatically go back to the top. You have to explicitly tell it to. Okay. There should be all that's necessary. That's a 0. Yeah. By the way, if you watch this arrow closely, when he picks up that 3, you can see it jump down to the second one and then go back right up. Yeah. It's interesting to actually see that happen. At least to me, anyway. Did we beat the speed challenge? No, we did not. What? Social completes in 20 seconds. Send only the zeros to the outbox. I really hope later on we get a command that says jump if not 0. Because that would remove one of these steps entirely. And that would actually save us some time in the future. Well, we completed that one. Let's go to sub hallway. We'll have. I'll definitely have to keep this in mind for coming back to and optimizing. Subtraction. I never learned that in school. Did you? Yes, I did actually. We're a good team. But I learned subtraction. And what is the optimization challenges for this? 10 or fewer commands complete in 40 or fewer steps. Ooh, that's a lot of steps. For each 2 things in the inbox, first subtract the first from the second and put the result in the outbox, and then subtract the second from the first and put the result in the outbox. Repeat. You got a new command. Subtracts from the contents of a tile on the floor from whatever you value you're currently holding. Okay, so we need to inbox and copy to that one. Then inbox again and copy to that one. I think. And then copy from that one, because we're going to subtract the first from the second. And then put that in the outbox. And then subtract the second from the first. And then put that in the outbox. And then jump back to the top with a repeat. I think? What were the optimizations? 10 or fewer commands? 10 or fewer? 10 or fewer. 10 or fewer. I have 11 here. I'm obviously not going to meet that challenge. How do I subtract? It's the same as the addition of the negative. We can't make a number negative. Not unless we had a 0 by default, and we don't. If there was a 0 on the ground, we can essentially flip the sign by taking that spot and subtracting the number from it. So 0 minus 1 is -1, right? And then 0 minus -1 is 1. You essentially flip the sign that way. I don't know if we can actually beat this in the number of steps, but let's see if this actually works to begin with. I'm pretty sure it will. What? Bad outbox. Manager expected 4, but you outboxed -4. First subtract the first from the second. I'll put the result in the outbox. First from the second, did it give us -5, right? What the hell is it giving us right now? That is expected 5, but outbox. Am I reading this wrong? So this is this is backwards? So they're expecting a 7 here. That's totally not what the instructions say in my brain. Yeah, okay. I guess that's right. That would get rid of that extra command that we need. Or didn't need, rather. Am I misreading these instructions, though? It seems to me that the first one from the inbox is that first one, and then the next one you pull is that second one. Therefore, you take the one that you pulled first and then subtract it from the second one. That's what the instructions make it sound like it once. But apparently we met both challenges with that. Okay. Equalization room. Sometimes some numbers are bigger than other numbers. And sometimes they are the same. How can we know? I read about that here in this great book. Which number are you for the aspirational 0? You can borrow later. Get 2 things from the inbox. If they are equal, put one of them in the outbox. Discard non-equal pairs. Repeat. You got comments! You can use them if you're like, oh hey, we do get comments. I mentioned this in the last episode. I was pretty sure we got comments. You can use them if you like to mark selections of your program. Nah, shouldn't be too necessary at the moment. Okay, so we need to grab the first thing from the inbox. Let's go ahead and copy that to there. Grab the second thing from the inbox. If we subtract that thing from there, and get 0. We need to then copy from the location and put it into the outbox and then jump up to there, because I'm not going to have that arrow go all the way over there because that's just annoying to follow. Essentially we're going to jump here and then, well, no, because that's going to cause an extra step to happen. We may as well jump all the way back up. It's a speed thing. Essentially, we do this command, we go up to here, and then we have to do another jump, which is another command count. Okay. Let's see how this works. So these 2 things are not equal. Does not care. These two things will be equal because it'll subtract into 0. It'll grab that number and put it over there. 5 negative 1, not equal. These two things will be equal as well. Did we do it? 9 or fewer commands. We made that. And speed? Really? 1 extra step. Hold up here. One extra step, huh? On average, 28 steps. Huh. I honestly don't believe that, but I don't believe it at all. Here's a quick question. Since we have unlocked all of that stuff, if we were to actually head back to, say, busy mailroom, do we have all of that stuff unlocked? No, we do not. Okay. That's interesting. We do not keep the things that we unlocked for previous levels. That means all of these challenges would be completable for the instruction sets that are available to us. That is very interesting. That's going to have to make me think. But let us continue on in these levels. There has been a change of plans. Wait, why is there a change of plans? There's always a change of plans. Why am I asking that? Why is there a change? The accounting department has determined that treating all numbers equally is no longer profitable. Management wants the big numbers only. Grab 2 things from the inbox and put only the bigger of the 2 in the outbox. If they are equal, just pick either one. Repeat. You got a new command. Jumps only if the thing you're holding is negative, less than 0. Always continues to the next line. Okay. So, inbox. Copy 2. That. Inbox. So, similar to what we did before. If we subtract these... So, we're going to get -3. If it's negative... If it is negative... Ooh. I'm going to throw an extra step in here for right now. Speaking of, what are the optimization challenges? 10 or fewer, 34 or fewer. Okay, 10 and 34. If it is negative... That means the second number was bigger. So we copy from that one and then put it into the outbox. And then we jump back to the top. If it is 0, if they are equal, pick either one. Okay, so if it's negative, that means the second number was bigger than the first number, so we gotta copy it from there and then put it into the outbox. Otherwise, if it's equal, it doesn't matter which one we pick, so we can fall through to the copy from the first slot case and then always put it in the outbox, because that will cover that if the first one is bigger than the second one, so if this was reversed for -3, it would give us 3, meaning the 4 is bigger in that case, and that's a positive number. It will always be positive. That means it'll be in the first slot. We grab it from there and then put it in the outbox. So we don't need a jump of 0. Because if we're jumping if it's 0, that means both numbers are the same and it doesn't matter which one goes to the outbox. That might sound a little confusing. I understand it. But let's see if this works though. I'm a little curious here. Okay, so it gets 3 and it grabbed 1. Ooh. Oh. That is because I had this backwards. It should be that way. Yeah, I forget I'm subtracting the second number from the first number. So I had to swap the copy from logic. That makes sense. Yeah, so these should be identical, so it doesn't matter which one it grabs from. Oh! crap. Yeah, you know these jumps that are a very necessary thing here? Yeah, I forgot one there. And these are bugs in programs. Doesn't usually happen until you run the code and something doesn't exactly work as intended, and you're like, why? And then you spend a while, and you're like, oh, right, yeah, that makes sense. That sounds about right if you ask me. And negative is bigger than -8. It is less negative. These are identical, so it doesn't matter which one it pulls from. Okay. This is a 10 or few commands, huh? Use 10 or fewer commands. Insertion uses 12. How many steps? 36? So we didn't get to either of these. 10 or fewer. Can we eliminate 2 steps from this? Can we eliminate 2 steps from this? We very much can. You know those fall-throughs I was talking about? If it's negative, we need to copy from that. And then put it in the outbox. Otherwise, we copy from that spot and then put it in the outbox. Okay, but this only removed 1 command. And to verify, this still works, right? It does. I'm wondering if it's possible for me to... Is there any other way for me to get rid... Question then. If I kind of do this, what does it yell at me? Like, does it say it was expecting blah and it got blah? Expected 9, but you outbox 5. Okay, so it does indeed matter on that. Huh. I'm trying to think of a fall-through scenario. What I mean by fall-through is, we have this condition, and this condition succeeds, we go to here, and it goes to here. And instead of having a specific jump going from another outbox command like I had, and then back to the top, we get rid of that jump and this outbox command and fall through to the other condition where this one is executed. I'm bad at explaining that, what I mean by fall throughs. As much of a programmer as I am, and as much as I enjoy teaching other people programming and whatnot and helping them out, there are just some things I cannot explain that well. This might be one of them. And I'm very curious. I'm very curious to know if I can't figure this out. Like, I literally have 1 command I need to get rid of. And I honestly think it's one of those copy from commands, or maybe one of these jumps. The thing is, though, if we get rid of this, yeah, if we get rid of that, then if this one happens first, then we go to here. That doesn't work in my brain, because once we grab it, we gotta put it in the outbox, and we can't subtract it. Wait. No, that would give us the same problem here. Essentially, I'm subtracting that spot, and then if it's 0 or positive, re-add it. So instead of copying the value directly, I'm re-adding. It doesn't change anything. I don't know. I'm very confused about this one. If you have any thoughts, let me know down in the comments below. But I think that'll be it for this well, actually, no. That'll be it for this level. Let us check out this coffee thing. And then the exclusive lounge. Employee morale insertion, year 15.
And that, ladies, is how I saved a bundle on my long-distance telephone service. Back to work, everyone.
The hell? Okay.
A massive army of machines has surrounded the city. The machines are not moving, and they are not communicating. Local authorities
Really?
are investigating.
Okay then. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out the exclusive lounge here really quick. Year 17. Yes, I've always felt most comfortable with nice, cold, logical decisions. Emotional decisions are for the weak. I agree. 12 or fewer and 28 or fewer, huh? Alright. For each 2 things in the inbox, send a 0 to the outbox if they have the same sign, both positive or both negative. Send a 1 to the outbox if their signs are different. Repeat until the inbox is empty. Ooh. Well, how can we go about doing that? If we subtract them, does it make any sense though? So 8 minus 3 gives us 5. 2 minus 6 gives us 8. Because that'll be 2 plus 6. That wouldn't work. -1 minus -9 gives us -1 plus 9, which is 8. Alright, so addition does not work as I thought it would. I don't know. I don't know this one. And we're gonna have to work on this in the next episode. I looked at the time. It's definitely long enough for a video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any thoughts on this one, please let me know down in the description. Not the description. Description is how we put comments. Please leave a comment down below. Chances are probably going to have this one already solved, but I'll be very interested in seeing what you guys have to offer for possible solutions. Maybe you guys would have something I have not thought about yet. We'll see. Until next time, guys, take it easy.